Jeff Teague and Lou Williams, the back. And holding down the middle, a tremendously hard-working and versatile big man out of the Dominican Republic, Al Horford. Then there's Kyle Korver, and it's Millsap in at the power forward position. And for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. And inside, a towering 7-footer, maybe the most imposing big man in the game, all-star center, Andrew Bynum. Then it's Alonzo G, and it's Thompson in at the 4.
The Hawks made the playoffs again, but ended up losing in the first round to the Pacers in 6 games. Dropped the first 2 in Indiana, won the next 2 in Atlanta, but it all ended when the Pacers got him in Game 6.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, Mike Brown and I shared a few moments. He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin, we'll see if they have what it takes.
Thank you, Doris. Well, and for the Hawks, it's been 6 consecutive seasons with basically this group. Certainly Joe Johnson left as a free agent to Brooklyn. But, Steve, they have yet to get past the second round in any of those playoff runs.
I think that's why they decided to part ways with Josh Smith and originally with Joe Johnson 2 seasons ago, just to make that next step, to start fresh. And they may take a dip here, but I think that the future does look bright.
Here's Irving, following the score by Lou Williams. Irving kicks to Waiters. They get a hand on it. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Great D that time from Irving.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane. Well, Lewis Williams has 2 things working for him on the offensive end. First, he is lightning fast, and secondly, he shoots the ball so well that he's able to use a great pump fake, and he really keeps defenders guessing.
Teague against Irving. Outside Teague. Right side Teague. Korver. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by Williams. Going back to Williams, more turnover prone last season than we're used to seeing.
Yeah, it's normally a strength of his, Kevin. High-volume offense without turning it over. Of course, he changed teams, so perhaps adjusting to the new system made him a little more mistake-prone.
The Hawks trailing. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen. They sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And so he hits both.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Outside Irving. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
A little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Here's Schroeder. The shot misses. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. The second quarter coming up. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, Clark, Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And the difference to this point has been defense. This club has really gotten after it, and that's what's gotten them this lead.
Well, there's nothing that's gone up that hasn't been contested so far. Going into the season, the hopes were high for the Cavs this past year, but the injury bug really derailed them. Injuries to Irving, Thompson, Zeller, and the big one, the Varejao, really threw them off kilter in terms of having a decent season.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Irving passes to Bennett. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Hey, guys, as you know, Anthony Bennett was the #1 pick in the NBA draft. At 6'7", he can rebound like a power forward and shoot like a guard. But what's his best position? Bennett said, quote, "I feel that playing the stretch 4 is an advantage for me because I'm quicker than most power forwards. I can shoot the ball well. Everybody said I'm a tweener, but I dominated college my only year. I scored inside out, rebounded well, and helped my teammates." And guys, with players like LeBron and Carmelo Anthony having great success playing as skilled power forwards, it's a great mold for Bennett.
An intriguing young talent. Thanks. .158 left in the first half. And going back to the injuries for Cleveland last year, Clark was just talking about the Varejao injury was huge as he provided so much for them in the interior. And Irving was in and out of the lineup for a good part of the season. Steve, it was a disaster.
It really was. I'll tell you what, when Varejao and Irving were in together, they were fun to watch. They were pretty good. But once those guys got hurt, there's no consistency with the lineup, and the young team just went south as the season went on.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Brand, a screen on Jack. Jenkins dishes to Brand. Schroeder off a pick from Brand. Here's Jenkins. And it's off from three-point range.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the board.
Irving attacking. The kick out to Jack. 4 on the clock. 11 feet away. And he hits the jump shot.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
And Jenkins kicks to Millsap. Millsap a screen on Irving. Millsap up top. Hawks passing it around. Here's Jenkins. Misses off the left iron.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Varejao setting the pick for Irving. Jack. The feed now to Varejao. And the shot is good. Varejao's got 4 points in the quarter. Throws it from deep. No up. And the first half ends in a close one. Cavaliers ahead, up 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Glad you're spending Saturday night with us. Let's check out what's happened so far. The Cavaliers have the lead out in Quicken Loans Arena against the Hawks. Offensively, they're making it look ridiculously easy. Everything's falling. Anderson Varejao certainly contributing with his play. He's picked up 4 points and has been grabbing a few rebounds too. And the Hawks have been plugging away. They're really going hard at it on the boards, offensively chasing down every miss they can. Lewis Williams, the leading scorer. He's accounted for more.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
For the last decade or so, Atlanta has been pretty consistent. Always seems to find a way to get to the playoffs, and part of that is they've been pretty good against the Eastern Conference.
Waiters with the ball. Working on Williams. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And for Atlanta last season, 29 wins against the rest of the conference. Steve, not an amazing total, but ending up over 500 usually gets you a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference.
And a lot of people worried that they would fall out of the picture last year after they traded away Joe Johnson. You know, they're not a team that can contend for a title, particularly not now with the departure of Josh Smith. But, hey, they're relevant in the East, and they've got some good young talent.
And he's good on the second.
You know, one reason why the Cavs struggled, guys, throughout the season and eventually would find themselves back with the #1 pick was that they were really just terrible at home. Did nothing really to protect their home court.
He dishes it to Korver. Here's Millsap. Count it, and the foul. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
At times for teams on a road trip heading into Cleveland was a bit of a pit stop, just a break to catch their breath as the Cavaliers were just not an intimidating team to play in this building.
No, not at all. In fact, they only amassed 14 home wins, which was the second fewest total in the entire NBA. So the Cavs have a long way to go, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel if you're a Cleveland fan. A lot of talent. They get Varejao back. This is an exciting season for the Cavs as we move forward.
The Hawks trailing. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. There was a lot of speculation on what the Cavs would do leading up to last summer's draft. No clear-cut #1, and they had a handful of guys to select from and even tried to shop the pick. Ultimately, they shocked everyone and took Anthony Bennett first overall. They're hopeful it works out as well as their last few #1 picks, guys.
Yeah, great young player and certainly a stand-up individual. Thanks, Doris. Clock at 6. Bynum, Millsap covering. Goes up the baseline. He squares up and sinks it. Bynum's got his first 2 points.
Well, Mike Budenholzer, you know, the new coach of the Hawks, spent 19 years with the San Antonio Spurs, including 17 as an assistant. Well, you couldn't ask for a better teaching ground than that.
Korver passes to Teague. Dishes it to Horford. Williams. Williams gets a screen from Horford. Pass to Korver. Lets it go from deep. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Korver's got himself on the board with 3 there. Timeout called the Cavaliers. And back to Budenholzer, who's with the Spurs for 19 years. Steve, the Spurs, the winningest team in pro sports over the last 15 years.
Yeah, I'm glad that Budenholzer has finally gotten his chance. I played for him for 4 seasons. He's a guy who loves the game. He's very dedicated, hardworking, and has learned from probably the best coach in the NBA during his time in San Antonio.
Outside Irving. Passes it to G. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Millsap sets the pick for Williams. Tries to save it. Pass to Teague. Now the dish to Korver. 5 on the clock. For the lead, the Cavaliers pull it in. Irving attacking. Waiters. Teague covering. Tries from 16. Waiters no luck. And here is Williams. He's got 7. 8 feet away. Count that one. Williams has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead, and then the other one storms right back.
Yeah, and that is evidenced by the 8 lead changes we've seen so far.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Hawks lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loan. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. to the inside, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Good job here in the second half. They're doing a really solid job of pounding that ball inside, and they're being intentional about it. And that's the way you succeed, getting that ball inside.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Thompson off the pick from Waiters. Thompson dishes to Waiters. The kick out to Irving. He feeds it to G. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Hawks leading by 4. Williams with the ball. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to check on another.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top. He has terrific defensive instincts, and you can see it clearly in how he anticipates screens, slips them, and stays with his man.
I think that's a special part of what he does. He's really good at that, and it makes him a reliable defender.
Irving passes to Bynum. Irving. The pass to Waiters. Back to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He lobs it up. Got a piece of it. Thompson. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up. That free throw good from Bynum. Eldon Brands checked in for Paul Millsap. That one is no good. The Hawks leading by 6. Pick by Horford. Shot off the pick. Horford. A follow-up flush.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Irving drives in. Right side Irving. Kicks to Waiters. Feeds to G. He dishes it to Waiters. Just over a minute and a half play here in the fourth. Horford sets a screen for T. He kicks to Horford. That's tipped. 6 to shoot. And the shot is good. And now it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Timeout called Cleveland. They're losing by 10. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to his team. He said, listen, fellas, I know you're tired, but we can't coast. We've got to go harder. The win's in sight. We've got to power through it and go get it. Guys, pretty inspirational stuff.
Thank you, Doris. T kicks to Jenkins. Back to T. Now the feed to Korver. Dishes it to Jenkins. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Hawks lead by 10. Cavaliers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Irving drives in. G. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Irving against T. Jenkins. He passes it to Horford. Bynum on it. Horford kicks to Jenkins. And there's the call on Bynum. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Pass to Brink. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're behind by 7. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, this one's in the bag. I mean, I commend them for really putting forth the effort until the very end. But this thing's over.
You know, sometimes you just have to throw up the white towel and let fate run its course so you can get on to the next game.
Bennett kicks to Miles. And the 3 off target. And so it's Atlanta with the W. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more.
Like the legend of the Phoenix.